everyone. In this video, I'm going to talk about a reference management software, a very useful software for a PhD student known as Mendeley. It has been named after two very famous scientists, Gregor Mendel and Dmitry Mendeleev. Let's start. मेरा नाम है पल्लवी दुबे राय और आप देख रहे हैं योर केमिस्ट्री। First, we need to download the Mendeley Reference Manager. So you will go to Mendeley Reference Management Software, mendeley.com. And on the home page, you will find this download button. You simply click on it and you will land here where it has given two options, Mendeley Desktop for Windows and Mendeley Desktop for macOS. It has already given the download Mendeley Desktop for macOS, and it has suggested that it will be a compatible software for all these versions of macOS. So once you click on this button, you are ready to go for the download. You can now install it. Once you are done with the installation, you can find the icon of Mendeley Desktop here. When you'll open it, it will ask you to sign in the account, and that you have to register on the website. As I have already registered, I'll put in the details. We are done with the downloading and installation. It's time to populate the software. Once you log in, you will see this window in front of you where it is suggesting you to import documents or the library and citation plugin for Microsoft Word. And by clicking on this button install now, you can install the citation plugin for the Microsoft Word for this device. As I have logged in with my existing account, it has already synced all my files onto this device. So if you are new to this software, you are using it for the very first time, you will find this whole screen blank. This thing will be blank for you. This here, the authors list will also be blank, and these folders will also not be there. These are my personalized folder which I worked upon during my PhD. So the first thing that you can do is to bring down a PDF file from a folder onto this page. Now, if you want to populate, let us suppose you want to populate this whole software. Okay. And so we need to add files. You can add file from here also. You can add file, you can add folder, complete folder to this part. And you can also, like here, from this place you can make your own library. You can create your own library. Like if you want to create a new folder, you just have to click on create folder and you are ready to go. For example, here I want to make a folder about a species known as cheed pine. I have made this folder. Just as to simply click on it. All right, this folder is blank out here, and if I need to add a literature, a paper related to this, I simply have to select it, drag and drop. So as you can see here, it is the paper with the PDF file. This is the best feature of Mendeley, that you can have the PDF link attached on the main page, and on the right hand side you will find all the populated things related to it: the journal name, the year, publishing year, the volume, the issue, the page numbers and the abstract. Everything is consolidated at one place, and by simply clicking on PDF you can reach to the PDF as it is already present in your computer. Drag and drop here on the Mendeley, it creates its own library. So it will be present in Mendeley also. Once you click in my library, you will find this and the PDF here. Now, this PDF feature gives you many options, like you can select text, select rectangular form. If I have to select the text, I will simply click on the title and select it. Now it will give me three options: to highlight the text, to highlight this text and add a note, as well as copying this text. Now what it will give me help with, consider that I have to pick the title and some details related to this. Simply the bacterial isolates having antifungal and good plant growth. I simply have to do this. I will select it, highlight it, and I will make a note related to it, that use this in introduction of research article 1, right? So I have added a note. So whenever I will find this paper, I will simply click on it and it will give me all the information that I have mentioned here, right? So one is this. The other thing is that you can zoom in, zoom out, zoom to fit, and you can sync it. So these are the basic features that you can use. So here you will find the literature search option. This is a feature where you can find the data online or the literature online. Now consider we have to search for polysaccharide vaccine. Okay, I will enter it and it will give me a whole list of papers related to polysaccharide vaccines, right? And now how it is going to help me is that by simply clicking on this, I will have all the details here. Okay, so this I will simply, I can add in the library, and here you can see a dot and you will find an option of add to library. You click it and it will add to your library, right? So this is the literature search feature. Now sometimes it happens that you don't find the related documents in literature search, and for that you will need a web importer. I will simply type Mendeley web importer, click on this link, and get web importer for Chrome. From here, you just click on the button add to Chrome. You can see the web importer plugin has been installed. Now let's use it. I am reading an article related to essential oil of rose. Okay, and if I'm reading an article, let's open this one, rose oil, health benefits of rose oil. Now these articles might not be present on the literature search because literature search available with the Mendeley software is specially uh, designed to search the items related to the scientific research articles or the scientific research and the scholarly articles. So these kind of articles might not be there in your search. And if you find any article very important in this random searches which we always do, so these search we can save these articles using a web importer, or any article if it is not there in, even including your research articles that are not present with the literature search service in the Mendeley, you can search them on Google and then you can import the details. Like here, if I am the effect of aromatherapy, there are certain references. It has also detected the references from the page, right? So yeah, the web page is this. I can import this, and then I can click on any of these. Like I can click on, if I find anything relevant, if I'm able to read the title and I think that might be relevant to my research aspect, I can add them to my library. Okay. You can also select if you have a certain file folder already prepared in your library, as I have done here. I have checked the essential oil file folder for these articles, and now I will click the button add. Now in this form our articles will be saved with the software Mendeley in our desktop. So this is how you can update or populate your Mendeley desktop. Let's just see whether they have been updated or not with the essential oil. Here you can see on the basis of the title, you can see that rose oil studies have been, like chemical composition of analysis of rose water, chemical composition of rose water volatiles, as I have added it from the using from the internet using Mendeley importer. The last and the best thing that you can do using your Mendeley software is that if you're writing a document or a paragraph in general in Microsoft Word, and if you're writing something, now you have to cite an article which you have saved or referenced in your library. Now I have to put it here, right? Now let me just write one more line or two more lines. This is another line and I have to put a reference here. And now from here you can insert a citation. Okay, and you can open a Mendeley from here also. So I want to insert a citation. I will click here. Okay, and here from the library I want to insert about the rose water. It will give me all the articles with rose water in their title, and I just have to simply click on the desired article which I want to insert here. So it has already inserted. Now I have to insert another article for this particular line. Let's say about polysaccharide, right? And I want to put this one as a citation. So these citations have already been done. Now you can repeat these steps for n number of times and for n number of references, and then at the end of the article when you want to finally reference all the citations that you have put in your text, you just have to simply go on insert bibliography, and when you click it, it will automatically generate the references. So this is how simple your work becomes if you're properly using Mendeley software. It's really very flexible if you use it correctly with all the references in hand and you have a proper populated library. Additionally, you can also select the style of and the type of referencing order that you need here. Like here it is already selected American Psychological Association. You can also select nature and your references will come in that format. Like here it is cited in the form of 1 and 2, and here according to the nature specification. Just suppose if you're writing an article for some kind of specific journal, You can always look for more styles. There are pre-installed styles here. You can go on get more styles and look for the desired style specified or given by specific journal. For example, search for carbohydrate polymers. Okay, so in the list it is here. You have to just install it. As it is installed, let me just add one more, like Journal of Chromatography. A, install. B, install. So now you have all these three installed in the installed library, and from here if I'm writing a research paper in accordance with the specifications of Journal of Chromatography B, then I just have to use the style, done, and my references will come accordingly according to the Journal of Chromatography B. So this is how Mendeley works.
In addition to everything else, you can also make an account on Mendeley and you can sync data online, and that will help you to recover anything from the Mendeley resources if you lose your data sometime. So at the end, I would like to say, if you have not started your work and you have not selected for which reference management to go with, this is a great option. If you find this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe to my channel.